starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Your host Superman in the house, and great to have everyone here. I think we're live on everything. We'll see. Just looking at the old Crypto Night Show on X. Let's see if it's streaming. It's got some weird behavior there. Let me know if you can see it streaming on the chat there. Saying it's streaming, but I don't see it popping up. So let's quickly check that. I don't know whether we can actually add it on. So let's see here. Don't really want to have to start again if I don't have to. Let's see. Oh, it does appear to be going. So all right, that's okay. We're here. Welcome everybody. All right, we've got huge news that came out today from PCock and LibertySwap. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to go through quite a few things and discuss that, what it means. So hope you guys enjoy that. I'm just going to quickly see whether I can actually see it on stream here. Let's see. I've got that show from earlier today. Don't quite see the show streaming. That's weird, isn't it? That's weird it does that. All right, so we will let it play out, but it does look like it's streaming. Let me know in the chat there if you're watching on X and you can see it streaming. Let us know. I don't see it showing up, but it does show up when I hit the link. Let's see. Let's try that one more time. Got a trailer. Is that what it says? A trailer? Oh, it does seem to be working. Let's take that trailer and let's up the ante and let's put it in the other view that I've got. Sometimes you can have technical issues with any studio. Big things happening. Oh, it's got the same title on it. Oh, wow. Okay. That's weird because I did change the title. Not sure what's going on there. Let's have a look. Oh, maybe I just didn't change the title. Got the same feed going through. How crazy is that? How crazy. Must have missed the old title there. I don't think I can change it anymore either. So it just is what it is. Still got big things happening there. All right. Weird. What I might do is I might just restart, guys. I think that's probably the best thing to do. I've got people watching on X, but I've got the wrong title on there. But weird. Can I change the title? Let's see if I can. Let's see here. Let's see if I can change the title because that's not the really title. LibertySwap. Just bear with me, folks. LibertySwap listed on a CoinMarketCap. Yeah, that's the one. And what's it? Privacy, bridge, DeFi, and meme. Yeah, meme giant. Yeah, that's the one. And what else do we have? PCock. Yeah, that's the one. Good thing they allow you to change. I've never tried that before, so learning something even after stream for so long. You pick up something. How about that? It's a bit like a hangout session, the second session of the day. But I wanted to stream about it because it's such a big deal. What? Such a big deal? 30 seconds, I reckon it's going to take to update that. Don't forget to get in the chat there as well. Really appreciate that if you can do that. And let's see how that goes. Let's go. I wonder if that wipes out my previous live stream. That's the other thing. So wipe out my previous live stream from today. I think it does. We'll find out. Let me go down here. I think it did. I think it wiped out. That's hilarious. Oh no, it's still there, way down. I've just posted so much stuff today. It's way down low. All right, I think we got a few likes. Oh no, that's on something else. All right. So let's pin it to the top, shall we? Let's pin it. I think we're looking good. Oh, it's already pinned. Yeah. Still got the old title, but they'll probably update. So we're going to keep that on. All right, shall we get going? Don't forget to get in the chat there as well. Tell me what you're excited about with the old LibertySwap announcement today. It was pretty huge, and more coming from the team. Should be a lot of fun. All right, so that's without further ado, let's get into it and kick it off. Hopefully I've set everything up and got the studio setting. All right, so there we go. LibertySwap today. This happened after the live stream, maybe about half an hour after my daily show, and said we are excited to announce that Pulse Chain PCock is now officially listed on CoinMarketCap with full metrics. Now, we know they were applying for that. I think they reached out for a little bit of help there, maybe Matt Allen, some other people like that. Looks like they got themselves listed on CoinMarketCap, which is fantastic news. So we're already on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. They're kind of the biggie, right? The biggie. And it's apparently started the rank somewhere around about 4,500, although the price had gone up a little bit since then. So 4,106 was the rank, which is pretty high. And we'll tell you how high it is because we're going to go check the index. From here, we move towards top 50. That's what LibertySwap said, top 50, guys. So you guys got your PCock. I mean, it's up to you. No financial advice, but it's a pretty big juggernaut here. More listings are coming. Now, whenever we get into a bull market, we have altcoin season coming up, which we really haven't had too much, is you're going to get something like a meme coin that's backed by utility. It could be pretty huge, right? So we've got, LibertySwap's doing privacy, bridging, swapping, DeFi, meme giant. I mean, it's got it all, right? Packed in the goodness there, building LP, burning it off, seems to have pretty decent holders at the moment. So where could it go? Where could it go? So top 50 is their target, which I think is kind of nice. And if they get top 50, I mean, potentially they're saying, if we subcategorize that into meme coins, is that what they're saying? If they're taking to put out general top 50, that's pretty amazing. So they'd put them in top 10. So yeah, pretty amazing. That's the top 100, or must be all about $1 billion on the old CoinGecko. So that is the big news that came out today. So let's have a look at what that looks like on CoinMarketCap. Well, this is CoinMarketCap, as you can see. And it is sitting at the moment number 418. So where was it? 4,106. It's now 4,018, and it's had a bit of a rally. CoinGecko price is a little bit higher. I'm not sure if it was rounded or something, but a little bit higher there at almost 1.7 cents. So up 14%, it says. Now, if you haven't already, you should definitely hit the like button on it. So I'll post the link to the official posts, LibertySwap. Official announcement, I guess. And that is it there. Now, I don't know if they're asleep now. They might be asleep. I don't know. They might be asleep. But that is that's the official announcement right there. And it's on YouTube. So we'll check that out. So anyway, they've already gone up in spots here on a CoinMarketCap. Now, the thing about CoinMarketCap, it's massive, right? So let's just go through the PCock listing first, and then we'll look at the context upon which the CoinMarketCap's in. So sitting in the top 4,000, it's trying to break that, so we'll get into 3,000. So that's happening pretty fast. We've got, obviously, you can go to the right hand and if hit the sentiment. So if you're on that link, do that. Go and link that on. So I'll post the link as well. But go and smash the green button on it. I can't remember what it's saying. Something like FOMO or something. So go smash that and help PCock get the ranking. And you can see already got a lot of hearts on there. So kind of cool. I haven't even logged on there, but log on, give it some hearts and all the rest of it. But on the left here, we've got market cap, volume, FDV, volume to market cap, total supply, and we've got max supply, self-reported, etc. So we've got lots of things like that. Got all the socials on here, and of course, no doubt that website's going to LibertySwap probably. And let's have a look. Actually, let's double check that. No, it's going to pulsechainpeacock.com. So if I remember rightly, Humpback Whale was the one who launched this. So that's sitting there. We've got Pro Performance down there. We've got some of the LP pools, so mostly PulseX in here. Seems to be taking from the top 3 here at the moment, and with liquidity. So yeah, those top 2 in particular. Remember, there's about 230 or so pairs tied in with other pump tires and stuff like that. But the 2 main pairs sitting there with about 630K in there at the moment. So look forward to that to ramp up into the millions, is my guess, where we're heading. So pretty cool. That is some of the overview. Obviously, you can go to markets as well. You can hit the different tabs and go to the news and hit the about page there. That's all the stuff in there. Have we missed anything? I don't think so. You can also hit one PCock and see how much you want to buy, all that sort of stuff. Very cool. Does it have any other metrics around holders and things? Maybe it does. Don't see it here. It's got the high and lows. That's about all I can see at the moment. So maybe it's still pulling in some of the numbers. We'll see. But anyway, number 4,018, and that's big news. Now, what's the context of CoinMarketCap? Well, CoinMarketCap is apparently they're tracking 29.6 million coins. 29.6 million. Now that's very different from CoinGecko. CoinGecko has no more than 20,000, which we'll look in a minute. That it seems to be listed at least. So yeah, I mean, if you're talking about the top 4,000 out of 29.6 million, it's not bad. It's a good start. I guess there's a lot of that. So yeah, that is the play right now in the old context. Moving further afield, we can see the PCock price has reacted, and of course that's managed to break out to the upside. It was looking good for that anyway at about 1.5 cents, but with this CoinGecko listing, it's had a nice little rumble. So if we take it from the move there, I guess it's up quite a bit. Let me just get rid of that RSI. RSI a bit hot on the hourly, but it is doing pretty well. So let's move up there. So we did about 17%. So not bad move. And if we look at that's the 1 hour, and the RSI a little bit hot coming back down there. We get back down to 70 on a 4-hour traders chart, and on the daily there, we're a little bit overbought, just 72. But it's very warm, I would say, on the RSI, but maybe it becomes hot. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe it has to consolidate here a little bit. We'll find out. But if they keep launching, announcing new announcements and things like that, could go from a warm RSI, in other words, teasing the overbought, to a hot one, and maybe it gets up to like 90 or 80 or something. We'll see. So that is the key one there. Definitely broken out though. You can see that. Definitely broken out. So that's pretty cool. And to the upside. So that's the price. Now the all-time price was back here when Pulse was a lot higher, right? It was up intraday. It was about 3 cents, but on the actual candle here, they got the 2.8 cents, 2.83. Now looking at the Pulse ratio, that's pretty important, right? So the Pulse ratio it has already been climbing, right? So when we were at 3 cents, the ratio was at 1,033. Well, we blasted past that, right? In fact, 4 days ago, we got up to 1,123, and today we have just tapped that. In fact, slightly higher, 1,124. So just a fraction higher today. So where are we heading from now? Interesting times ahead, right? Interesting times ahead. We can see we've been riding above that 21-day moving average as well, and 50 in yellow. So it's pretty up. But on the daily, we are pretty warm to hot here on the RSI at 78. But we've got all this bullish news coming out. So is it going to be running hot like a good old hot rod? That's the question, right? That's the question. So there we go at 1091. Probably needs a little bit of a consolidation. We got the weekly there also running pretty hot, but 74. And this is on the Pulse ratio. Looking at the US dollar, let's have a look at that US dollar there on the weekly. Let's go to weekly, longer time frames. We've still got plenty of room to move. And that's the key one, right? So that's the key one. We're still down at 61, so it's got plenty of room to move to the upside. So pretty cool. All right, so exciting times ahead. Exciting times ahead for the old PCock, and very bullish news getting on there. Now, as we move up, even just a slightly higher, we could get into the top 4,000. So it would be 3,000 something, and that would be very exciting indeed. So that's kind of where we are. That was the big news coming out from the team. So pretty cool. And that was following the post that we read during the daily show, where we said, this is massive. This is truly huge. Get ready, everyone. Something big is coming to Pulse Chain. And it wasn't disappointing. It was very cool. The market liked it, and it was game on, right? So very, very cool there. They also said with PCock emerging as the most committed long-term project on Pulse Chain and going viral, it will bring massive attention to the entire ecosystem. PCock thrives, Pulse thrives. As Pulse thrives, PCock moves even higher. A vicious circle there. No one can stop us, and Pulse Chain and its communities we trust. So there we go. Lots of excitement happening there, and lots of people jumping in behind there. Pulse King said we are interested to see top 10 centralized exchange. Obviously, listings are fantastic. We're on the top 2 now, but also exchanges. Now, talking about where we are on the old CoinGecko, well, if we look at PCock, well, you can see this doesn't have 29 million coins, but it's got 18,900. So it's a lot more exclusive here on the old CoinGecko. But we have a look at PCock, which is listed on here. So that's kind of cool. And you'd think so if it's in the top 4,000 or 29 million, you'd think you'd have a listing. And it's currently sitting at 13.91. And from my memory, when we were up at 3 cents, it was close to around 11.50 or somewhere like that. So it's just moved below 14 100 today. So it's even higher ranked here on a smaller index tracking CoinGecko. So we're on both number 1, number 2 sites for indexes. Very exciting times. Very exciting times. Now, obviously, the market cap we've got here is 14 million on the old CoinGecko. And it's 14.1 million. Market cap we've got on a deck screen is 14 million, so it's pretty similar. And then the market cap here, we've got where's the market cap on here? Where's it go? We've got FDV 17 million. It's saying, market cap 14.4, so slightly higher here on CoinMarketCap, which is a good thing. But if we were going to head to $1 billion coin, where does that put us? Let's to get the old calculator out. And we might just take the deck screener number of 14 mil just to be on the conservative side. So let's divide 1,000 divided by 14, and that's 71.5x to get to $1 billion coin. That'd be pretty neat. So 71x from there. Looking at where the meme coins are right now. So if you're going to get in the top 50, right? So top 50, we'll just do CoinGecko for the moment, but top 50 would be equivalent to getting up to Pepe coin, which is sitting at 2.7 billion right now. So we're going way past $1 billion. Is that the ambition? It's certainly a lot of things could make that happen, especially with some diamond hands. If we have some mature holders ready for the big time, then yeah, that could be happen. Now, if we look at CoinMarketCap, let's have a look at what the top 50 would be on here. Should be pretty similar, one would argue. We'll see. So 50. That would be Qcoin token here. It's got Qcoin, one of the decent sized dexes, top 10 centralized exchanges. Pretty good exchange actually, and that's sitting at market cap of 1.5 billion, 1.5, which is actually lower than the one here on CoinGecko, top 50, which was Pepe at 2.7. So a lot easier to get in the top 50 from the looks of it on CoinMarketCap, which would be pretty cool. All right, so that is kind of the lead there. Let's have a look at the meme category. I think we're going to have a look at the meme category here on CoinGecko and see how many $1 billion coins there are in the meme space. We're going to scroll down here, and we know that today, if you haven't heard today, Pump Fund apparently has hit record levels on its DEX trading and hit $2 billion. So it's been pushing higher all-time highs, which means there's a bit of a renaissance, a bit of a momentum happening in the meme space, and we have seen that in the daily shows the last couple of days, right? The meme coins dominating the top 100, at least 3 out of 5 of the top. So definitely something happening in the space there. A little bit of a pickup now. We got Doge at the moment is number 1, right? That's up 23% in the last 7 days. Getting a bit of a move there. SHIB there, number 2, and so on. So let's just scroll down to the number, how many there are at $1 billion. Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins at $1 billion. Bonk is almost there. It's just 11 million short. So let's add that in and say 7. So 7 coins there. And no doubt that many of these other ones like Pudgy Penguins, Floki, Fartcoin, and others will be jumping up there as soon as we move up a little bit higher. They'll be on the move to the $1 billion coin. Now, will PCock be there? Will PCock be there? What we say, we need a 70x approximately to get into that top crew. And of course, that will bring a lot of attention to Pulse Chain, just as a meme coin, even though it's a utility-backed meme coin. Now, I've said in the title of the video, this thing is not just a meme coin; it's a utility meme coin. Not just a utility meme coin, but a whole damn ecosystem. And it is privacy, it's bridge, it's swapping, it's DeFi lending, it's staking, it's meme coin airdropping. It's going to be absolutely giant. So we've got a bit of a beast being built out here with the old LibertySwap. So that there is some of the awesome stuff there. I hope you guys enjoy that. Just a quick review of that and some context of where we might go. So yeah, if we get to $1 billion too, on the old CoinMarketCap, that gets us up here as well. So we're just switching back here. That would be 65 coins now at $1 billion here on CoinMarketCap. So that's kind of where we would get to, is 65. But to get to top 50, as they were sort of indicating, it would be $1.5 billion. So that's huge. So more than 70x there, be massive, right? So That is kind of cool. And where would that be over here? Like into terms of being $1 billion coin on $1 billion coin on CoinGecko with a different index set up, you would have to be where? I think the top 100 actually are pretty much in the $1 billion mark here, the way they set it up. So yeah, pretty much everyone. Look at that. So 99 out of top 100 $1 billion market cap based on CoinGecko's setup. So for us to do that, we'd definitely be in the top 100 here on CoinGecko, and also in the top meme coins, top 7 meme coins right now, and then also would be in the top 65 on CoinGecko. So there we go. There's a perspective for you. And a 70x, this doesn't take too much to start slowly grinding. Got some diamond hand holders with some big vision. Realize what's happening with the LibertySwap. If you sell out too early, well, you're going to probably regret it later, right? Obviously not financial advice, all that sort of stuff. But this is the powerhouse. This is the heavyweight. And if there is any connection with any Richard Hart or OA wallet ETH coming through, maybe it comes through via the ProveX, 100,000 ETH gone through there so far. And if that suddenly routes through into the privacy network on LibertySwap, there's a lot of fees in there, let alone the bullishness about the capital moving into the space. And then, of course, being able to buy and sell on the old Batias PulseX could be pretty exciting. Maybe by then they also have the kind of the cow swap set up with intent trades and market matching, right? So could be pretty cool. So lots of things afoot here, guys. Lots of things happening now. What's the connection? A direct connection? Is it a sub team of Richard Hart's working his vision? Kind of feels like that with everything it's doing. So and then of course ProveX there probably tied in quickly as an expansion pack for LibertySwap. So they said they were going to adopt it early. They were pretty early. So they said we're going to be using it. So yeah, we could see it set up pretty quick. And that's of course chain agnostic, right? Just everywhere it goes. So decentralized centralized exchanges, pretty bullish. So that is some of the overview there. Let's have a quick look at some of the other comments that we've got from LibertySwap here. So we're interested to see top 10 central exchanges. So we haven't seen too much of this central exchanges with Pulse Chain assets, right? Obviously, we saw Richard Hart, and it was in the monster thread, reaching out to Coinbase there, because they said they were going to launch everything and do everything, right? So they might as well do Pulse Chain, the full system state copy of Ethereum that's now going to be a privacy giant in the space. And so LibertySwap says Coinbase is inevitable. Woo! And we know, actually, to be honest, LibertySwap's been talking about Coinbase for some time. So there are 3 main exchanges, centralized exchanges that Americans on board with all their big capital. And under the golden age of America, they're going to be super rich, right? 401ks through the roof, incomes through the roof, employment, jobs, wage rises, and it's all pretty awesome. We've already seen real wages climb with Trump already. It's game on. It declined with Biden, so it's going to be pretty bullish. So you could see some pretty big re-rates. As you get these centralized listings, of course, you're going to get massive capital flow in, and there's only going to be so many coins available. People that are presumably holding diamond hands, the smart ones will hold on. The ones that feel like they're suddenly rich will sell, and it goes up and up and up. So that's kind of the play. You're still going to have the ebbs and flows on the way up, but that's kind of how it's going to play out. So pretty cool. When should I put my resignation in for my 9 to 5, says Don Bond. Lol, never stop working unless you're truly tired. It's probably not a bad comment, actually. That's pretty funny. Awesome, says Marcus. More to come, says LibertySwap. So there we go, guys. Pretty exciting, and it's nice to see a team, deliver what they say they're going to deliver, which is pretty awesome. All right, so we had all that happen. So we had the links to all that. Very, very cool, and they delivered. So very nice there. Now they've had a few more comments since then, so we're going to probably read a few of those. So let's see where we're going here. So after that launch, we then got this one here. We're excited to announce that PCock is now showing up cleanly on TradingView. Now, for those that like to trade and like to see price targets and stuff like that, TradingView is pretty popular for that. It's like kind of the kingpin place, really, and the most popular chart platform in global financial markets. Even more cool features, new listings, airdrops, and exciting projects are adopting PCock throughout 2026. So they're already giving us a teaser of just some of the things that are coming. More cool features. New listings, interesting. Airdrops, that's going to be popular too, right? Particularly if there's some decent ones. We could think of maybe some of the top pump tires on Pulse Chain, maybe some of the other tokens. Everyone's pairing up with them, right? They also have a treasury that they've paired up with some of these tokens as well. They've been earning some trading volume from there. And exciting projects are adopting PCock throughout 2026. So they've probably got some projects we're not even aware of that are going to be adopting PCock. That could be pretty big, and maybe they got some of the existing ones also looking to do that as well. So, yeah, something like about 230 pairs or something pools are now paired up. Let's make 2026 the year of Pulse Chain and the PCock. So very, very exciting there with that. So trading view as well. So they're really setting up for the win, right? Really setting up for the win there. Raging says, stuff the horse. And 2026 is the year of the PCock, new era. LibertySwap says a bullish era for PCock has begun. The coin will thrive without a doubt. We're here to fight for it. I like that. And we know that they're very positive and they've got that fighting attitude. How can we make the PCock logo visible? So obviously they got the logo there. They'll obviously deal with that. But what else there? They got the PCock. Get some land there. So kind of cool. So very cool on the trading view. And maybe we'll get some traders more and more as it rises. More traders will start to pick it up, right? So as it gets a lot higher in the ranks, traders will start picking it up. Now, if you can get in the top 100 too, you may end up falling in some of the investment indexes as well. Presumably, there's some top 100 indexes that allocate funds maybe every month or quarter or something like that. It's definitely an area of investigation. We know that there are indexes, for the top 10, etc., top 20, top 30. So there must be ones for the top 100. So if you did get, into the top 50, you probably find yourself some indexes, and that props and big money comes in. Big money comes in as well, so it comes in over the top. So that could be pretty exciting too. Food for thought. This is back on the 5th. It's a couple of days old now. PCock is $1 trillion business. Most people still have no idea how massive private payments and global private capital flows really are. So we know some of the big moves that are going on in crypto are going to be, tokenization, and that's going to be everything from financial products to companies, etc., company stock, things like that, which is kind of the big stuff, the low-hanging fruit there. We obviously payment rails are massive. We see, Visa, MasterCard, Swift, PayPal, they're all trying to get on the action. So, making partnerships with existing players, coming onto the blockchains as well. So we know those are big deals there, and we know that the SEC is leading a lot of stuff. SEC is so bullish, saying it could happen within 2 years. So especially around tokenization. So pretty huge stuff happening with that. And of course, we also know that we've got tokenization, payment rails, and also stable coins, right, is the third big one there. And so that's all coming over the next 2 years. So very exciting stuff. And the money will flow. Right? It's going to be pretty awesome. We saw Morgan Stanley today. They've set up, ETF for Bitcoin, ETF for Ethereum, Solana. They also set up a trust for Ethereum. It's game on, guys. One of the 4 big banks. It is game on. So, they're having lots of discussions in the back rooms, talking to politicians, talking about some of the White House people, talking to other financial guys. This is all happening all the time. And they're all thinking about how they can make more money, how they can be first mover advantage. Once they accept the future, they really have to move, and that all happened since Trump came pro crypto, and there's so much stuff ahead right now. We also saw Liberty Financial now looking to apply for a banking license as well. We know they got their stablecoin USD1. It is game on. There's so much stuff happening all over the place right now. So and what LibertySwap's been able to do, they've come up with a concept which apparently is not even in the market about basically a chain agnostic, a unified liquidity pool across all these chains that will be private, right? So this is the holy grail, because we know there's regulators in the EU and all this sort of stuff trying to control everything and that sort of stuff. And so people are looking for that chance to to be able to move their money in large volume and do large trades and not be tracked. Right, that's the whole idea. So it's a pretty big deal there. And LibertySwap says they've come up with a solution for that, and that's coming out. That's coming out in the future. So very, very excited there with where all that is heading. All right, so some exciting stuff there, and I don't know if they got some comments on that, but aggressively market our coins across crypto forks, and with this value proposition, as they roll out more products, they can go to centralized exchanges. They can go to other things. Say, hey, look, this is what we're doing. We're getting adoption on this. This is the big vision. This is solving huge problems and running the mega themes. And then they just say, hey, look, yeah, man, you guys got a good proposition. You can see you're tracking up with your growth. It's time to get serious. So there is a kind of a stepping ladder there as well in value creation. So pretty awesome stuff. All right, so that was from them. Sorry, I've just gone too far back now. So let's scroll down here a little bit more. We've got a couple more comments to make. This was, how long ago was this? This was an hour ago. It says, over the last 3 days this week, PCock has attracted the strongest inflow of liquidity and fresh demand from other blockchains in the Pulse chain. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful sign. This includes 68,000 USDC and almost 6 Ethereum in new buy demand. So it's just slowly stepping up. This starts to compound on itself. Could be pretty exciting where we're heading from here. Now, they've got the old pump tire volume here for the old 7 days. You can see those values there compared to everything else, which is dwarfed, absolutely, utterly dwarfed, right, from by PCock here on Pulse Chain. And we can also see that ETH volume as well. So pretty exciting times coming here from the old LibertySwap. So pretty awesome stuff. Raging says this is just the tip of the iceberg. And LibertySwap says, yes, those numbers only reflect direct buys. Demand from users swapping via Pulse, stablecoins, and other Pulse chain assets is significantly larger. Based on our estimates, the reported buying demand represents at most about 5% of total demand. So there we go. Some insights there. All right. So that's pretty cool. We've even got Tangent in there with the congratus, as we say. Pretty awesome stuff there. We've got a little movie there they've reposted here, and then we've got this post here from when they launched. So some exciting stuff happening with the team. Let's see if we got any insights from the replies. Let's see. Look down here and have a look. What else? Let's see. Scroll down here. 2 minutes ago, this is hot off the press. What did this guy say? You guys are always 3 moves ahead. They do appear to that. I think they've got a lot of their design and their products and all that stuff already well ahead. They're already doing a lot of stuff, getting ready for a lot of rollout. They will be also adjusting, revising, bringing new things, reprioritizing. But they obviously have a very talented team. Probably some European programmers with 3-4 degrees or something. Who knows? But they're doing pretty well. Thought out well and delivered there. Very impressive. Yeah. And LibertySwap says, we have been thinking about how to help PCock holders, including ourselves, get the most out of the coming bull market. The goal is to stay a few steps ahead and create real wealth for both us and the community there. So there we go. Some nice insights there. The shape does not look like it. The shape really does look like a peacock from that land. Yeah, I guess so. So pretty cool. 9 hours ago, is this the native railgun Pulse chain? No, it's simply a cross-chain route between Pulse chain and Ethereum mainnet and Pulse on Pulse chain. Pulse liquidity pools exist on both chains. So arbitrage activity will naturally flow through LibertySwap and generate fees. So that's a key mechanism to set up. Those fees are cycled into gas-sponsored wallet to cover gas costs for users swapping into Pulse chain assets. So that's part of the mechanism there. Very cool for the gasless side of things. Very cool. We've got nice stuff there in here. Let's scroll down a bit here. Let's see what else they got on this stuff there. Would the stakers get other things as rewards, or those just those pump tire tokens? That's a good question from Raging. Airdrops from non-pump tire projects can be distributed this way as well. Helps to slow down distribution of events, people from buying PCock solely to gain the airdrops that are sent directly to wallets. We're looking forward to that coming up, right? So I'm not sure whether they had the original one there. Also, we can stake PCock and add pump tire projects that wants to reward PCock holders can send their tokens directly to the staking contract for distribution. That's going to be really popular. I think we can all agree that holding PCock and getting those airdrops will be a pretty popular thing, in addition to everything else that's going on with all the ecosystem expanding. And of course, it's expanding in multiple directions, right? Privacy at the frontier of privacy solutions, frontier of liquidity solutions across chain. Agnostic about chain, but value coming back to Pulse chain. Bridging, of course, the swapping features with PTS, PulseX, CalSwap, etc. All on there. And of course, DeFi, Aave forks, all sorts of different types of top quality DeFi lending can be put in there, also more supply sinks, etc. And of course, meme coin, of course, ultimately as well, dragging a lot of people to attention to that. So pretty exciting stuff there. Yes, some sellers are nasty, and we do not want them in the coins, and they'll slowly be rinsed out as the price goes up. So some cool stuff there happening at the moment. So they got a little bit of ideas about staking. So a lot of stuff there around staking there. So that will be coming up in the new year, no doubt, sometime. So that's some of the cool stuff that's been happening with the old LibertySwap. But yeah, very exciting, right? Very exciting where this is all heading. And of course now sitting at number 4,018. And of course we've got the price showing here on the daily chart at 1.7 cents here on CoinMarketCap. So pretty awesome stuff. Now, this is really important. So let me just go through a couple other things about this. So LibertySwap's basically, they made the big announcement about the CoinMarketCap. So now we've got CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap. We've got TradingView running pretty well now. So we're in some pretty key stats there. Now people will be turning their heads to centralized exchanges. LibertySwap's talked about Coinbase and other things like that. So we just get one of those three, and that's a big deal. And so, yeah, PCock could really start to run away at that stage because you've got capital coming directly in through the Coinbase there, and you're gonna have to allocate coins there. You have a coin access to that, so that's gonna be interesting. So that could be something coming up later on. So you're gonna have coins move and demand coming like unbelievable. It'll be like absolutely unbelievable, like hooking in this giant river, like River Amazon into it, right? So yeah, major announcement there. Top 50 is the target. We're looking forward to that. And we've got a lot of people pretty excited about it, right? People accumulating, continue to accumulate there, and we saw that breakout. So in the chart, now we go to the PCock chart. We have been tracking that pulse ratio, and it's been looking pretty tasty, right? Looking pretty tasty. Look at that. So we're at 1,097, and it's probably still early days, right? Still early days there. So we'll be tracking that. The key is that on the weekly, it's still not overheated on the RSI. So it's probably going to give it a bit of life moving forward. Now, we're also expecting, what are we expecting this week? I believe it's this week. We're still expecting US dollars, right, to add into the offering. They're doing wrapped ETH already through Railgun, but we're expecting USDC, right? So that's coming as well this week. So it's pretty cool. So some good stuff happening in that space. Obviously, pretty bullish targets on where PCock will go. We talked about that, 70x to get to $1 billion. And with a lot of supply sink things coming, and with the such a broad ecosystem, with meme coins and exchanges potentially and all that sort of stuff, it could be pretty exciting. And of course, DeFi protocols, sink it in there. That'd be pretty neat. No doubt, I'm thinking about Vault 369 from the multi-chain liquidity fork from Fast Abdul. If it wants to get some of the heavyweight tokens in there, PCock seems like a one that it would be starting to look at as it moves a bit bigger, but certainly looking pretty excited where that is. And of course, one of the biggest liquidity pools, right, on Pulse Chain is the old PCock. We go have a look at the liquidity pools here on the trending. We can float down here. We can see PCock there sitting at number 15 right now, but it's only going to get bigger. And across all the pools, that's much higher, right? It's probably top 10, easily top 10 with all the pools combined, right, with the old PCock tie-in. So it's definitely becoming a bit of a heavyweight there. Right up with the Richard Hart cores and the PDCs of the world. And PDC, of course, having a little bit of a comeback recently as well. So, but look, I think that the PDC is going to get left behind by the old PCock. And it's probably going to only end up competing with the LP of the Richard Hart cores. I think that's pretty much it. So, yeah, we got that happening at the moment. I have seen some people talking about, the potentially top three, $10 to $20 billion market cap. Imagine that. We blow past 1 billion, and that was 70x from here, and we start heading towards something, like 10 billion. That'd be pretty crazy. That'd put us in the top 1 or 2 meme coins, right? And also probably in the top, maybe top 20 of the total crypto. In fact, what is a $10 billion market right now? There's a bit of a moon math now, but could be, and that would put us in the top 17, guys, top 17, and let's say top 18 there, and that'd be pretty awesome. And quite a few of these pairs are also wrapped pairs, right? Staked wrapped ETH, so the derivative plays on ETH, so actually it'd be much higher technically. Could be pretty exciting. So that is the play on some of the LibertySwap things. Let's leave it on the chart here, I think, for LibertySwap. Let's see, go back here and we might go full screen. So that is LibertySwap right now, and we're going to put that away and do the daily. There's the daily there that's on auto. So pretty exciting stuff. And of course, PCock there sitting on the chart. So we might just leave it on the old CoinMarketCap since that's what we're talking about. Product and roadmap teasers. I mean, this is the big thing, guys. I mean, these guys are expanding in every direction just about, and it really is an ecosystem, but it's an ecosystem with a bridge and cross-chain liquidity access. It's just crazy, guys. And they're also leveraging that arbitrage as well. So new features are rolling out, and of course, intent-based trading, kind of like the cow swap, right? You put out what you want, you get the market to compete to match it and do the trade, those sort of things. Privacy mode, of course, a big deal, increasingly a big deal. And we've seen privacy, not only meme coins rise, but privacy coins and blockchains rise through the ranks, right? So a good timing for that. That is definitely a big theme for this market. Now, it's not a big theme for the general market, right? General market's thinking tokenization, stable coins, payment systems, but actually privacy mode's really, I don't know, it's a kind of a DeFi thing, right? It's kind of one of the big mega things for DeFi, people that are wanting their privacy. And a lot of the ones coming from TradeFi are all regulated, right? So they all want regulated stuff. They don't really want to be having money moving privately, generally speaking. Although I'm sure they'll use it from time to time. Some of those trading desks, you know what they're like. But privacy mode for cross-chain railgun routing also in the play. They've also got their upcoming LibertyX, right? So LibertyX is coming. It's going to be a unified trading interface aggregating DEXs and liquidity sources. Yeah, have your mind blown? It's blown. That's coming up. These guys, this is a juggernaut, guys. We've finally got something. Everyone wanted it. We've got something that's going to be a true juggernaut on the Pulse chain. And we are, there's a couple other projects out there that also look like they're going to be pretty attractive as well. But this is definitely pretty exciting. So upcoming LibertyX is a unified trading interface. It's going to be pretty awesome. Also public-private modes, which we've already got, right? Bridging more chains. They're going to add more chains and more chains. So all the top, you want to go for the big chains with all the liquidity, all the action on it. So SuChain, Hyperliquid, etc., Solana, all that sort of stuff, right? Which we've already got a couple of those already. Capital efficiency integrations. This is something we haven't mentioned for a while, but LibertySwap mentioned it, and that was the real made your ears sort of prick up a bit because they're really running a professional outfit. With this capital efficiency integrations, a lot of people not that care that too much, but we could be seeing some really cool stuff. So they're getting high APRs on a lot of their pools. And of course, we expect to see that with any lending protocols they're doing as well. So they're going to optimize idle liquidity and put that capital to work. So this is very sophisticated, guys. These guys are not leaving any stone unturned. And that's a very different kind of entity. So quite a talented team we're dealing with here to do all of that. Can you imagine all of that? So, everyone's getting a lot more bullish, and as more people sort of get their head around exactly what LibertySwap is doing, I think they're going to start, really getting excited. The other thing, of course, that we could see revenue just, it starts off small, it gets bigger and bigger. The more products, the more chains, the more liquidity pools, the more bridging, the more swapping. Once they open up all that, the fees could just really start to run away and start to substantiate a lot of the market price from a utility point of view. But we know crypto, you also can base it on speculation as well. But yeah, it's going to be pretty fun. So very, very excited where this is all going, guys. It's going to be absolutely huge. And you've got to be excited about where it's all going because it's fun times ahead. That's all we can say. So pretty awesome stuff there. Let's see, we got any comments in the chat there? Let me see here. Let me go and find any comments. No comments in the chat today. How we doing on time? We've got a few people watching, so it's kind of neat. I just felt like coming on to do the show because it's such a big deal. Now, if you guys want to talk about it more or find out more as you go, as you want the intel straight away, join the Strategy Club. Strategy Club's really awesome. I post this stuff early and as fast as I can. I'm pretty much watching the markets all day, for the most part. So definitely join up. It's just over $1 a day to join Strategy Club. You will go through the Whoop store and sign up, and it's pretty relaxed. And then you get the Strategy Club private club in the Discord. You do get all the Discord features including the help desk and resources. So great place to be, and we've got some really smart people in there as well. So well worth joining up. We have pretty much seen just about everything on Pulse Chain, and sometimes we've been in the chats there just talking about certain things. I mean, we could go on with a big list there. So if you do want to join up Strategy Club, get all the intel. That is just over $1 a day, about $35 a month, and you can join up either in the YouTube video description on YouTube, and also on X. Go up to this, scroll to the top on X. In fact, I think we've got it here. You can scroll to the top and you can see the whoop.com strategy store. Go sign up to today. Just over $1 a day. Fantastic value. And we look forward to seeing you in the crew. Now, the other thing that we've been doing is I've had to rebuild the X account. So a little bit on the social media side. We're back up to 1,453 followers. I had about 6,500 on my old account. I got pulled down for no good reason, and they're impossible to contact. It doesn't matter how many times you appeal. We're just rebuilding from scratch there. Now, we have been getting some good growth on YouTube as well, so big shout out to all the new subscribers. Really do enjoy that. It's a kind of a positive sign about where things are heading into 26. So it's kind of cool. The other thing is what I was going to say. Now we have I've now expanded all the videos, now all the channels. So we're streaming on 3 YouTube channels: the Crypto Night Show, Superman Crypto, and Pulse Chain X. All those 3 now are on Rumble today. They're automatically feeding the videos, so I'm going to be monitoring that over the next couple of days. But that's opening up a whole new audience there. Pretty cool. Rumble's just announced some really cool things over there. They've now announced a Rumble wallet, so now it takes you can now tip people with Bitcoin and stable coins and things like that. That's going to help it be a bit more competitive, along with the revenue that they earn, which is far more modest than say X, and then of course YouTube, which is the top revenue one paying there. But with the crypto wallet they've now got running in there is pretty cool, both on Google and on Apple. They are integrated now. So we're going to be watching all those videos. Will get automatically fed in from all the channels, and we'll see how that goes over the next week or two. I'm pretty excited. Hopefully it feeds all nicely. Probably will be delayed, as my guess, picked up after a couple of hours kind of thing, because YouTube has to save all the live streams. If you do a video straight away, it might be a lot faster if you posted a video, but that's a whole nother area, another platform to expand on. So very cool. Looking forward to see how that goes compared to what I was previously doing live streams there, which is kind of fun. Now there are a couple other social media platforms as well out there that are kind of picking up a bit of pace, and you open up other markets as well. So that's kind of the play. We're doing just expanding all the time. Very cool stuff. How we're doing for time here? 47 minutes on the hour, so not bad. So I think we're going to wrap it up there, guys. So huge news there from LibertySwap. I think you guys can all agree. CoinMarketCap listing, and the markets like that, and the markets responded pretty nicely there. Very cool. The other thing, of course, is that we're going to watch it try and go below 4,000 and get into the 3,000s, and then hopefully it goes up, and then we get to 2,000s, 1,000s, etc. It's got all the catalysts to do it, and this is truly looking like a powerhouse on the old Pulse chain here. Going to help not only LibertySwap and PCock, but also Pulse chain generally, which is awesome to see. All right, so that's kind of cool. We'll keep a track of it all, and also how it compares here, and onwards and upwards. Imagine it. PCock there is the store of value, the official store of value for LibertySwap's ecosystem, and could be really amazing moving ahead there. All right, hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. I'll catch you again tomorrow for my daily show. The one thing I will say is in 2 days' time, I will be having an interview with Crypto Graphics covering Unity and, of course, Taurus. So looking forward to that. They've also got a new product coming up called Collaborative Staking. We're going to talk about that too. That's going to be out there with Crypto Graphics. I think we haven't kind of 100% penciled it in, but it is tentative that we'll have that interview. So if it's not Saturday, we'll put it on another day, but looking promising for that. So look forward to that. And, of course, Crypto Graphics, they're really pushing the boundaries of tokenomics and staking on the blockchain. So pretty cool. All right, take care, everybody. Catch you on that one. And fly away with PCock. That's probably the way what we can say. Up, and away. Bye for now.